Many think that we have a lot of junk DNA, and some think that that is not junk DNA, it is just dormant DNA which needs to be activated and probably reprogrammed because of the programs of the, like you said, that whether it's pharmaceutical or other conditioning and other programs that we are thrust upon since our childhood. The DNA is not programmed in the right way, and we need to kind of reprogram it so that we can have that highest potential experience that we can have here and co-create the reality, the highest vibration reality that we want over here. So what can we do to reprogram that DNA?
Yeah, so the reprogramming that we're talking about is epigenetically. And that is basically all the environmental factors that affect the organism. It doesn't mean that we're going to change shape or form, right? Because that would be the morphogenetic field. The morphogenetic field is the instruction manual. What is that? It's the instruction that says the finger, all the cells are going to grow. They're going to tell the cells to grow up until this length. They're going to tell the hair, the nose to keep growing, generating cells this shape. So, there is a certain structure and architecture to the body. All of this architecture of the body is produced by the 2% of DNA. Just 2% is all of the complex systems of this physical body. What is beyond that is what we have encoded in the morphogenetic field, the instruction manual. And what Dr. Michael Levin is helping us understand is that it's within the morphogenetic field, within that instruction manual, that is kept the memory of form. There's also an emotional element to that. There's a holographic epigenetic library to us. Based on my research, I find that every single human passes down even psychic abilities as well as trauma. Now, trauma scientifically has been reported to be passed down 20 generations. So our ancestors 20 generations ago, their trauma, we're still embodying it. It's literally in our body. We're repeating those patterns. The concept of epigenetic reprogramming is essentially acknowledging all of those patterns in our ancestral lineage that we are repeating, and the invitation would be to end them, no longer repeat them. Why? Because attached to those is illnesses, psychological complexities, complications, diet limitations, health, and then psychic and interdimensional limitations. Also, parasitism is passed down through the generations, because remember that to be parasitic, it's psychological, biochemical memory, muscle memory, nervous system memory that is creating that memory in the body. So we have to deprogram that. And that requires a lot of awareness. So every day in my clients in DNA reprogramming, when I'm working with them, we're taking a look. Okay, what's the biochemical response to this trigger that is happening in your life? Everything that is your trigger, that's your gold right there. Your trigger is the key to unlocking your freedom. If you understand your trigger, you understand how to deprogram. We want to learn how to, first of all, end the pattern of trigger. So however we're reacting to the trigger, we have to interrupt that pattern. We're going to replace it with something that is more compassionate, more expansive, more creative. Everything is creating, but some things are counter-creating in a way that, we destroy ourselves eventually. The invitation is to expand in a much higher level. We lovingly, consciously end the repetition of parasitism within ourselves and within our ancestral lineage. This is how you activate DNA. And it's also how you activate memory genetically. Why? Because when you stop repeating the limited unconscious hypnosis of the human race, which is systematically indoctrinated, we're adopting patterns of our parents, and then we keep that pattern, and then, we have ancestors, generations of abuse, generations of suffering. So this is how we change and we clean our ancestral lineage. We activate DNA, which means that we are going beyond the cyclical limitations. This universe is cyclical. Everything in this universe is operating in cycles, including these kinds of traumatic memory that is encoded in our DNA. So as we begin to interrupt that, the activation of DNA is exactly the activation of the bioelectrical system of memory. And this is where we begin to uncover who we are beyond the limitations of our physical body. And we also uncover our psychic abilities that have gone down the ancestral lineage. And most important in this time is to learn how to heal yourself. Heal yourself. When we fill the body with love, the body comes into symmetrical order, and immediately we can eliminate viruses. This was a powerful study done by Dr. Joe Dispenza, but also the HeartMath Institute, who found that when the humans meditate for a long time, it's almost as if a force field of light develops around the cells, blocking the the effect of infections or viruses. So our human body is incredibly potential. That is your free will. So this is where we are embodying that.
Yeah, beautifully explained.
Oh, good. Thank you.
As you rightly said, that everything is cyclical, and we are coming out of those cycles where we are removing the bad programming that has happened by the environment, by the society, and we are working on the DNA to achieve our limitless potential. You have talked about healing ourselves and co-creating this beautiful reality. And yes, we are doing that in a step-by-step manner where we work on our shadows, triggers, and essentially work on our healing and break the patterns. Is there any way where we can quantum jump to the higher vibration timeline?
Yeah, come to the present moment. It's in the present moment, and of course, for many people, that can be challenging. To come into the present moment, because in the present moment you have to feel the things that you've been avoiding. In the present moment, you have to be aware with your authenticity. Many people are uncomfortable with their authenticity. And many people are afraid of the unknown. Quantum jumping is possible if you get out of your own way. But there are some steps, evolution. There is no magic pill for any of this. Why? Because you are a universe, and your DNA is a portal to many lifetimes and many people that are connected to you. We are existing in an interdependent system of consciousness. Your transformation process is the transmutation of disorder back into order. And that takes some time to really do it. Now, if you decide from one day to the next, I'm going to be in the present moment from this moment on, you can really clean things up quickly. Okay. But that has to be a choice. You have to be tired of suffering. You have to be willing. Your purpose has to be powerful love. Your pursuit for love and for truth has to be very powerful. Because if you don't revere truth and love, you're going to find many excuses to go back to old patterns, and you won't even know them. And we tend to turn these spiritual concepts into belief systems and, again, religions, where we externalize our power. And that's a problem. That's been a problem for many of us for a long time. The real work is to be in the present moment, to understand that you are the creator of your reality. And that's where the sovereignty takes place.